Here's a few words from our designers themselves, and this is them talking at our first rehearsal when they were talking to cast members and other guests who were assembled as we started our process.
We treated each of the 3 acts as not as a separate visual event, but as there is a certain, I'm sure you have heard it when you listened to the reading. There is a shift in the mode of storytelling, is why we have a first act which is full of, those kind of Chekhovian items, if you wish, which are designed to meet your expectations of what the Chekhov play is. In the second act, we are moving from that into a extremely realistic set, fourth wall, creaking floorboards, crickets, felt like as if it's lit entirely with practicals. And in 3, that world is kind of coming apart. It's like a rehearsal room, and the pieces from what has been used in this show or will be used in this show are there.
Overall, the feeling of the world was a very contemporary world with elements of Chekhovia in it. We said 2/3 contemporary, 1/3 Chekhovia. I think the important thing is really the stories that these characters are telling and sort of what's happened to them over the 40 years and the passage of time.
I'm composer, sound designer, so you already heard their songs in the show. So that's going to be part of my work, and I think pretty much all, or close to all of the music will be played by the actors.
Most of the 20th century taught us through film and through theater to in order to get inside the person's head, you did the close-up or the Brechtian special or the whatever and that's what got you inside the person's mind. Whereas here, when we're getting in people's minds, we're actually talking. So that idea of the close-up doesn't have the mechanism of lighting necessarily to help it out. I mean, it does in the sense that it wants to connect the audience to the person on stage who's making the psychological realization, but it doesn't want to isolate them.
Well, I think that all of these design elements that you've heard about are going to create a kind of fantastic platform for the sort of wonderful sort of experimentation that Aaron is doing as a writer in the play, and that you're going to have a really fun time sort of unpacking all the layers of the experience. So now, if you'd like to hear a little bit more about what makes Stupid Fucking Bird a Woolly play, click here. And if you'd like to hear a little bit more from Aaron Posner, the playwright himself, about his inspiration for writing the play, click here. And if you are finished with your choose your own interview experience about Stupid Fucking Bird, click here.